Welcome to Lakewood, open for business. This month we'll be visiting Ecopolitan, which is a local owned and operated company here in Lakewood to support Lakewood moms. We'll also be visiting O'Toole's Garden Center, which is a long-standing business here in Lakewood that has everything you need to get your garden going this spring. You'll learn about healthy baby products and how to plant a beautiful garden. Join us now for Lakewood, open for business. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, I'm Mike.
Hi, Mike. It's nice to meet you.
Good to meet you too. I was walking over from Village Roaster and I saw your store, and actually I knew that you were fairly new because I hadn't seen it here before. And actually I've seen a lot of mentions on the internet and in the Denver Business Journal about this place. I was kind of curious as to what you do here.
So we've been open for 2 months, and we're a natural parenting store that specializes in green products for your family. We have a big selection of things, especially for babies.
Wow.
So we're very mom-focused and mom-friendly.
Well, you must be mom-friendly because I saw your kids when I walked in.
I do. I bring my kids with me to work 6 days a week, actually, and as do my employees that work here.
Well, one of the things I noticed was that this sort of started on the internet.
That's right, actually. I started 2 years ago. I left my corporate job and opened an online retail store to sell the products that I had discovered while I was pregnant with my first child. I was put on bed rest for 16 weeks with my first son when he tried to come out early, and it was during that time that I discovered a ton of natural parenting products that were really only available on the internet. So I wanted to promote those products to people like myself that were just suburban moms who maybe didn't have the time to find the products online that I did, since I got to spend 8 hours a day looking online while I was on bed rest.
Well, the website's really incredible. One of the things that kind of caught my attention was something that was labeled green parenting. Could you tell me a little bit about that?
Absolutely. I think more and more parents are realizing that they need to kind of go back to the basics and start utilizing products that were popular 10, 20, 30 years ago, because what we found is that some of the products that we've been using recently that are perhaps aimed at being more convenient are actually harmful both to the environment and sometimes to our families as well. So there's kind of a resurgence of parents who are kind of going back to the basics and looking for things that are more natural, made from sustainable products that are sourced locally or that are organic.
So Robin, what are some of the things that you sell here?
Well, one of the products that we specialize in are baby carriers. It's a parenting practice that was popularized by a pediatrician named Dr. Sears, and it's called attachment parenting, where essentially you wear your baby the majority of the day. From that process, they learn to read body cues, they look at your facial expressions, they seek comfort from you. It's easier to regulate their heartbeat because they're right up against your body. So at the store, we have more than a dozen brands of baby carriers that parents can choose from, so they can find something that's within their budget and is very comfortable for them to use, because they'll be carrying their baby for long periods of time.
I've seen a lot of those out in the community. So I guess they're getting more popular, aren't they?
They definitely are getting more and more popular. Yeah, any trip to the zoo or the botanic gardens, and we see people wearing these kinds of carriers all the time. It's actually a little bit less expensive, and it's much more convenient than pushing around a stroller.
So how do they work?
Well, let me show you. I've got one right here. This is called a Moby wrap. It is 3 yards of fabric, just one continuous piece of fabric, and you wrap it around your body. Would you like to try it on?
Sure.
Okay, so what they've done is they've conveniently put the tag in the middle of the fabric so you know where the center is. You're going to take this in both hands, put it around your stomach to the back, and crisscross it behind you.
Okay. Good thing this comes in extra large.
It's a one size fits most, yes.
Oh, okay.
So you're going to take it in the front and tuck it into that pouch. The one that's
Like right here?
Yep, right there.
Okay.
Both pieces are
Both
going to go all the
pieces?
way through.
Last time I had fabric like this was during a toga party in 1979.
It would work just the same, yes. So push it all the way through.
Okay, all the way?
So crisscross it here, take it around behind you and tie it in a knot.
All right.
Now that's the basic position. We'd actually take some time to make sure that it's comfortable, spreading it out over your shoulders. And I've got a baby right here, so you can see what you're going to do with that. So what you're going to do is you're going to take this inside the fabric, cover up the baby, and pull this first panel up
Wow.
over the top. Now this is actually one of our most popular carriers. The price is $40, so it's a great price. But the other thing that I love about this is it's very versatile because it's not a sized product and it distributes the weight evenly over both shoulders. Does it feel comfortable?
Yeah, it does. Yeah. Good thing it's the plastic baby. So Robin, what made you decide to carry a product like this?
Well, I actually discovered the baby carriers before I opened the store. I was asking parents that I knew who had children for a way to discreetly breastfeed my baby in public because we were going on a trip. And they suggested baby carriers as a way to do that because you've got a little bit of privacy from the fabric and the baby is right there close to you and people don't really know what you're doing when you're doing that.
Robin, do you think it's really important to offer some different type alternative baby products that maybe you can't find elsewhere?
Absolutely. I mean, I know as a small business owner, I can't compete with the big box retailers, so I do have to have something unique to draw the customers in. But what we do is we spend time actually researching the products that we want to carry in the store. We test them on our own children, make sure it's something that we believe in, and I think that actually helps us give great customer service because we can tell you from practical experience how we used a baby carrier, for example, or what benefit it provided our family. And I think that that's advantageous to the customer who's coming in who maybe hasn't done the research themselves, that we're able to share our personal experience.
Robin, I noticed from the website that you're a local lady. You went to Green Mountain High School and CU. What made you want to get in this kind of business?
I think I'm part of the growing population of moms that are taking the work-life balance into their own hands. So when I was working outside the home when my son was first born, I wasn't very happy having to drop him off at daycare. Even though I was taking him to a center that I trusted and felt comfortable with, I still felt like I was missing a part of his life. But being a corporate position where I was working, 9 hours a day down in the city, commuting in and out, I just felt like I wasn't spending enough time with him. And so I was able to open a business where I bring my children to work with me every day. So they're with me all day long.
So you start this very successful business on the internet, and then you decide to open a store locally. Why did you pick Lakewood?
Well, Lakewood is a great place actually for families. We grew up here. We went to high school here. After we went to college, we lived in the city for a while, but when we decided it was time to stop and raise a family and get married, Lakewood was the place that we decided we wanted to be. And we actually live just a half mile from here, so the kids and I can actually walk to work each day, which saves on commuting miles, gas, pollution, and all of those things, which fits into our green lifestyle.
Has the support from the Lakewood community been good for you?
It's been amazing since we've been here. Everything from the city to the local moms groups. We've had local business owners who have come in to say that my business complements their client base, so they've taken flyers and handed them out. We've been invited to participate in some of the mom auctions where they put their used baby goods up, and we've been able to hand out flyers there. So Lakewood has been wonderfully welcome to us.
Community is very important, isn't it?
It certainly is here.
So Robin, what advice would you give somebody who is looking to start a business and do what you did?
I think one of the most important things when you're starting a business is to find something that you're passionate about, because it does take a lot of time and effort to open the business. And that's one thing that we've definitely done here. But the other thing that I would say is that they should definitely utilize the resources that are available to them. So for us, everything from the Office of Economic Development here with the city to Mikasa Women's Resource Center to the advisors down at the Small Business Administration, they have helped me build the business plan and grow it in the direction that I wanted to.
So what other products do you have and recommend for new parents?
Well, we have everything here from BPA-free baby bottles that are made from stainless steel or glass. We have natural pacifiers that are made from maple. We have non-toxic cleaning supplies that are safe around your pets and your babies. And we have a selection of toys that are made from reusable or recycled materials.
So you really do have a lot of products here.
We do, and there's one in particular that I'd love to show you that you can't find anywhere else. So the first thing you want to do is carefully remove the baby from the baby carrier.
Okay. This is not what I had in mind when I went to Village Roaster this morning for a cup of cappuccino.
Well, over here is our diaper collection.
Wow, these are diapers?
They are. They have changed over the past decade, haven't they?
They sure have. What happened to Basic White?
Well, we still have that in a few different styles, but now modern cloth diapers are much more colorful and easy to use.
Good grief, these are like designer diapers, aren't they?
They are.
So all these diapers are cloth?
They are. Everything here is washable and reusable.
Isn't that kind of gross, though? I mean, they're nothing like the disposable diapers I remember when my kids were growing up. We just kind of threw them away. I mean, you really got to clean these, right?
Well, poop is gross no matter what you do with it, whether you wrap it up in plastic and hide it in a landfill or you put it in the washing machine and dispose of it properly. But there are tools to make cloth diapering easier for busy parents today. I can show you some of those things.
Obviously, there must be advantages to doing cloth diapers, though, right?
There certainly are. There's a number of advantages. One, it prevents up to 9,000 diapers from going into our landfills. Cloth diaper babies have fewer diaper rashes and potty train earlier. The benefit right now in the current state of the economy, though, is that it's actually much more cost effective for parents to choose cloth diapers. There's a ton of benefits, yeah, and parents can save over $1,000 by choosing cloth diapers.
Wow, that's incredible. So how does this work?
Well, let me show you.
Okay.
There's actually 5 different types of cloth diapers that are available now. We have everything from the original square pre-fold diapers that you fold around the baby. Back in the day, you used to pin them with safety pins and put vinyl pants on them. But we've got some modern options as well that are available. This is a company that's actually owned by a Littleton mom here in Colorado. She started the company because her baby was allergic to disposable diapers. So she has added some modern features to the diaper to make it a lot more user-friendly. So the way that the diaper works is it's actually constructed with a waterproof outer shell, so you no longer need the rubber pants on the outside. It's got elastic on the legs, so it helps contain all that poopy mess. And you no longer need the safety pins because it's got Velcro at the waist to hold it all on. And the thing that makes this diaper unique is down the front of the diaper, there's actually a set of snaps, and you adjust that to grow with the baby. So when the baby's very small, you put it in a very small newborn setting, and as they grow bigger, then you open that up every time from newborn to small to medium, and then fully extended is the large diaper that'll fit a 2.5, 3-year-old child. Do you want to try it?
Sure.
Let's try a modern cloth diaper.
Okay.
You've got one right here, and a modern cloth diaper actually is going to be entirely contained with one single unit. So the modern cloth diapers have the elastic already, so you don't have to worry about gaps at the legs. They've got the Velcro or the snaps around the waist, so you don't need that snappy to hold everything in place, and it's waterproof on its own. So this actually works just like a disposable diaper. You lay the baby on top of the diaper. Velcro's going to go at the back.
Velcro on the back. Okay. All right.
You're going to pull the front piece up between the legs.
Front piece up between the legs. Okay.
And Velcro it around the baby.
Even I can do this. Maybe. Ta-da!
And now your baby is diapered. It's that easy.
That is a lot easier. Absolutely a lot easier. And no pins to get stuck with.
That's right. There's no pins.
Robin, perhaps one of the most unique things about your website is your family blog. You've been blogging about your husband and kids now for like 4 or 5 years. You've even got wedding pictures on there.
I do. I started right when we got married, and I've continued it ever since. And we're really a family-focused store, and so a lot of the customers have become friends over the years that we've been working with them, and so they want to know about our children, and we want to know about theirs. So we share a lot of information that way.
Robin, with the cloth diapers and a lot of the natural products, it really looks like things are going back to old-school parenting type ways, aren't they?
They certainly are. I think it would have surprised my grandma if she was alive today to see that we've gone full circle and we're back to using glass baby bottles and cloth diapers and making our own baby food, because we've realized that over time it's actually better for the baby, our pocketbook, and the planet.
Robin, what drives you? I mean, this is an incredible operation here. You started it on the internet. You were, as you described yourself, a wham, a work-at-home mom, and now you've got this beautiful store here in Lakewood City Commons. What has been the driving force for all this?
It was actually when we found out that we were pregnant and expecting a child. All of a sudden there was going to be a new little person who joined our family that was going to live on this planet longer than us, so we wanted to make sure that we had it in the best condition possible for him. We put in an organic garden in our backyard. We started recycling everything that we possibly could. We built a compost pile and took a class learning how to do that. So we just decided that it was time to kind of change our lifestyle to make sure that we were doing the most that we could. Well, I think that when you're a mom, you're inspired by your children to do everything that you can to give them the best life that you can. And so that's all I'm doing is creating a place where I can spend time with my children, where I can put some money back into our household income so we can buy the things that we need.
I can tell you really love what you do. It's got to be great coming to work every day for you, isn't it?
I do. I'm surrounded by great people. I get to see cute babies every day at my job, and I get to play with my kids on my lunch break, and so I can't think of a better way to run a business.
I'll bet you had no idea there was a store like this in Lakewood. I know I didn't. But I definitely have learned the importance of organic and natural. And speaking of organic and natural, after the break, we're going to show you how to get your garden ready for spring. We're going to head over to O'Toole's Garden Center, which has been a fixture off of West Colfax since 1979. Coming up next.
Hey, Sarah.
Oh my gosh, he's so cute.
Been doing like I taught you. Love the new tattoo, Sarah.
Dude, that's Sarah. The girl in the pink shirt. That's the girl I was telling you about.
Theater 2 on your left. Hey, Sarah. What color underwear today?
Hey, Sarah. So when are you going to post something new?
Anything you post online, anyone can see. So think before you post.
Before we go inside O'Toole's, here's some upcoming events that you may want to mark down on your calendar. Welcome back. We're standing outside O'Toole's Garden Center where they're ramping up the store and getting ready for spring. I'm gonna go inside and see if I can learn some gardening tips in this strange Colorado climate. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hi, I'm Mike.
I'm Adele O'Toole.
O'Toole, well,
Yes.
that sounds familiar. You're obviously related.
I am. My husband, Jim O'Toole, started this business in 1979
Wow.
at the ripe age of 26.
And you've been here off West Colfax. I know I've driven by and my wife and I've been coming in quite a bit.
Yeah, we were over on West Colfax until about 1998 or 99, and we moved over here.
I think I remember you on West Colfax. My wife would drag me to the garden store a lot.
Yes.
I'm not real good at this. She's out of town, and I'm looking to kind of surprise her when she comes back with some flowers, like a mixed arrangement or something.
Do you want to do a patio pot?
That'd be great. Could you show me how to do it?
I most
I
certainly
don't have a
can.
green thumb. As a matter of fact, it's kind of brown. So
Well,
you have to help
don't
me.
even worry about it. There's no wrong way.
Okay.
So just dig in and take some moss, and we just throw it in our pot and mix it in with the potting soil.
Grab some of this.
Yeah, and throw it in your pot.
Okay.
A couple of more. The way I like to do a patio pot is to think of a thriller, a filler, and a spiller.
A thriller, a filler, and a spiller. Okay. You
All
have to
right.
explain that to me.
Now, your thriller is a taller plant with a little bit of pizzazz, such as the snapdragon.
Ah, very good.
All right?
Try that one?
Yeah, try
Okay.
that one. Okay?
All right.
And you just take it, slip it out.
Ah, okay.
Okay?
I was afraid I'm gonna pull it out by the roots or something, but I guess that's kind of the object of it, isn't it?
That's right, yeah. Now we want to do a filler. And these pansies will be a great filler for you.
Oh, those are great. I like the color on those.
All right. Just tear them apart
Okay.
and put them, we'll put them around
Around
here,
here.
and then we add more soil.
Okay.
There's 3 more
Okay.
to put around.
All right. Well, this West Colfax location is a pretty good one for you being in central Lakewood and everything.
It is. It's a wonderful location. We live in the area. Our children went to school here. Our bank is in Lakewood. Our accountant, our printer. It's a great area. Then we need to do a spiller.
A spiller.
A spiller is something that'll grow over the pot, so it gives it a different texture, different color, a different focus.
Okay.
And we have a whole bunch of different spillers here for you. This is some of the spillers. We've got vinca vine, we've got ivy, and you can mix and match and put about 4 spillers around the edges. All you do is just pull them out and make your hole.
So just kind of put them in between here.
Right.
All right.
Yeah, and add some more soil.
Okay. So what made Jim want to get into this kind of business? Was he A master gardener? Or...
No, as a matter of fact, Jim O'Toole never went to college. He was a salesman out here to this garden center, and Jim kept talking to the owners saying, you know, you should do this, and you could do this, and you could do that. And finally they said, why don't you do it? And Jim said, okay. And he bought the business, no paperwork, no lease paper, there's no attorneys. It was just a handshake.
A handshake deal.
A handshake deal.
Wow.
And so Jim just took over.
You don't see that much anymore, do
No,
you?
you don't. You don't. Well, here we are. We've got our thriller in the middle. We've got our filler around the pansies, and we've got our spillers.
Wow.
The ivy and the vinca. And you can't go wrong with flowers. Nothing is wrong.
Especially with wives.
That's right.
I learned that in 32 years of marriage.
Yes, yes.
I know you have a lot of other stores too, right?
I do. I have 2 other stores, one in Westminster and one in Littleton.
And how do you keep all that going?
One thing Jim had a vision for was to get our own warehouse. So that allowed Jim and I now to buy at a much better price, bring it in, and then we can sell it for the lowest price and have it readily available to all our customers.
Adele, I love all the flowers you have here. You got so many different colors, but I really like those pink ones because pink is my wife's favorite color.
Well, you know, we've chosen May as the month to highlight pink petunias in support of Network of Strength. It is a breast cancer program that supports women who are suffering from cancer. And as you know, my husband Jim O'Toole passed away from cancer in 2006. And I thought this would be a great way for O'Toole's to give back to the community. We will be selling these 6 packs of pink petunias for $3.99, and every single penny of that $3.99 will be given right back to Network of Strength. I found this organization and I felt like this is a great way to give back to the community and also to honor Jim and all the vision he had here at O'Toole's. And what a better way than with pink petunias.
Great program.
One of the last things my husband said to me was, take care of your managers and take care of the community. And so I've done that. I take care of the community any way I can.
Adele, I have one more question, and
Yes.
that is roses. I'm having problems with my wife's roses.
Oh, well, let me take you to our rose expert, Myron. He's my store manager. Come on.
Very good, thank you. Hi, I'm looking for Myron.
I'm Myron.
Hey, Myron, I'm Mike. How you doing?
Nice to meet you, Mike.
I understand you're the rose expert.
Well, we try.
Well, good
See
deal.
what we can do.
I've got some roses. The ones growing along the fence are doing real well.
Okay.
But we've got one in a patio pot that is out on the back patio. And it seems like every year we have to replace it. It just never really comes back.
You have to plant roses in the ground. There's not enough root protection from the cold winter that we have here in Colorado, so you're going to have to put that in the ground. That'll solve your problem. But if you continue to leave it in a pot, it will not survive the
Okay,
winter here.
okay.
That's your problem.
Excellent. You sure know a lot about roses. How did you learn all that?
Through Jim O'Toole, the founder of the company, he hired me 13 years ago, part-time. Didn't know anything about trees, didn't know anything about shrubs, roses. And then he taught me over the years, and I progressed to this point now, and I thoroughly enjoy it.
You know, one of the things that has always made O'Toole stand out in my mind is the great people that you've got working here. I mean, you really do have a great team here.
Every year, we're a seasonal operation, so we have an influx of employees for April, May, June, and July. But we have people that come back for 6, 10, 12 years on a part-time basis because they like to be around the flowers. All ages, actually. We have some 15-year-olds that retrieve carts off of the parking lot and like that. And then I have some of us that are a little bit older, in the early 60s, and some that are 70 that work here. And they're just, they're part-time. They just want to be here, they have fun, and they just enjoy the time. But it is very busy in May, and it's really hectic.
You've been here for 13 years now, Myron. What keeps you here?
I just like the people that I work with. I like Jim and Adele. When Jim was alive, before he passed away, he was a tremendous visionary, had a direction for the company, and then Adele stepped in and took over, and I just enjoy gardening. I just enjoy the environment. It's relaxing.
I know the elements are pretty tough for growing, especially when you have like that hailstorm we had back in July. Our roses really took a beating. What can you do to sort of protect your plants during storms like that?
A lot of the trees on one side where the hail hit, it took the bark off, and then it went into what they call the cambium, which is the next layer in. Then when it does that, then that's when it's real susceptible to different kinds of diseases, insects, and like that. And I recommend that they would put a pruning paint on there or something like that to seal that off to protect the tree, and then that'll carry it through the winter.
Well, Byron, what about the roses? I know mine really took a beating. What are some tips that maybe you can give me to help get those roses in shape for this year?
I would take those and look at them real close. Go in, like you can see here, some of them I've already trimmed off a little bit here and there. This here, from here up, as you can see here, is all new growth.
Yeah.
This is all new growth here. You would take and you would trim it back if it had damage to the 5th, like 2, 4, 5. You would cut it off right above the 5th leaf.
Well, now I know why my potted roses are dying every year, so I guess I should learn the proper way to plant them. Can you show me that?
Sure. If just follow me, if we go over here, we can plant.
You must be Mary.
I am.
Hi, I'm Mike.
Hi.
Myron sent me over. I need to learn how to plant.
Okay, what are you planting?
Well, I'm going to be planting some roses, but everything in general, really. I just want to know how to do it right.
Okay, well, first thing you probably need to know is the type of plant that you're planting. You really want to make sure that you have the correct plant for the correct space. So why don't you grab that one,
Okay.
and I'll grab this one.
All right.
Now essentially what you want to do is get at least half the dirt out. So just go ahead and dig.
Kind of like this?
Now this is actually very, very easy, but like I said, most soil in Colorado is clay. So now once you got your hole a good size, take your shrub and gently tug it out. Then you want to put it in the ground, and you want to put it pretty much where it is in the pot. You don't want to go a lot deeper, especially with a tree or something, because what'll happen is it'll sink and settle. So if you planted it lower already, it'll go even lower, and it could rot the crown of your plant. So once you get that in, then you're going to backfill with a little bit of dirt. And then you would add existing dirt, and then a little bit more moss, and then existing dirt and a little bit more moss, and just keep putting it in. And tuck it in, make sure there's no air pockets, because you don't want any air.
it'll settle.
Right, you don't want any air hitting the root.
Okay.
And then just make sure it's tapped in really well.
Ah, very good.
And then what you do afterwards is you water.
Mary, you've been working here for 9 years now. What do you personally get out of this?
O'Toole's is unlike any job I've ever had before. The customers are a lot of fun. I mean, it's hard work. At the end of the day, you're exhausted and you're tired, but there's so many customers that come in and make your day. It's wonderful to be able to show people different plants and give them suggestions and help them with a problem in their yard. And at the end of the day, you go home feeling like you've made a difference.
You ready to check out?
I am.
All right.
Got my Colorado's Choice fertilizer.
Yeah.
Remember this old ad with Carl Mecklenburg?
Oh, Mike, yes,
I've been
I
buying
do.
it for all these years.
Well, you know what? We won a Telly Award with Carl.
Did you really?
Yeah, it's called Mile High Sod.
What a shot by Mecklenburg. He's been all over the field today. If you really care about your grass, not just any fertilizer will do. Colorado's Choice. Available only at O'Toole's Garden Centers.
Adele, you've got a wonderful store here. What keeps you going? What drives you to keep doing what you do?
To honor Jim and the vision he had with this store. And it's so wonderful season after season having our customers come in and establishing relationships. The customers is what makes this store go.
Happy spring. You've just watched the 4th episode of Lakewood Open for Business, where we highlight those local companies that maybe you didn't know about in the past. Remember, when you shop local, you support Lakewood. Join us next month when we find fun things to do for good old Dad on Lakewood Open for Business.